Hey, what's up, guys? Kyle Gallup back with another video, and today I want to do my Naruto review, episode 48 review, English dub. Mostly this is a disclaimer here. I'm using a different camera there because my actual camera is messed up right now. so, so here it goes. Episode starts out with from the previous episode where Naruto was actually saying something to Neji there. Or Neji was saying something to Naruto, calling him a loser and shit like that. Naruto tries to dart right at Neji there. Rock Lee stops. Naruto saying, "Wait for the next match and shit like that." That's what he was saying and stuff. He was saying, "Wait for the next match and shit." When that was going on with that shit, uh, uh, before they get before they Naruto picks up Miyata's blood, saying he was gonna about to win there. That's what he was saying. Next, the next matches began there, or the next match was there, and it was Gara versus Lee there. That was the next match. So when the before the fight was starts up there, Gar was actually saying something to Naruto there, and he was saying something about Neji and shit. So he's like, look at it. He's like, what about that Neji guy and shit like that. And then Naruto was actually saying something to. He's like, I'm gonna pulverize him and shit like that. And then Conqueror was like, oh yeah. Huh. He's like, I like you and stuff like that. And then Naruto like turned around. He's like, I don't like you and shit. And then it really pissed off Conqueror. He's like, this kid is fucking dead and shit like that. So when that was going on with that shit, the match began. Rock Lee did his leaf hurricane there, coming right at Gara and shit. Technically, Gara was protected by the sand there. He uses his sand there, his sand there, and then he's like, he's like, uh, uh, he was like, wait, how he's and they're like, wait, how he didn't got no blows and stuff like that. So he was trying to punch and he was trying to punch and kick there, but the sand just kept blocking his blows there. And when the sand was technically blocking his fucking blows there and shit like that, he was saying something about he's like Gar was actually saying he's like, you're done entertaining me and stuff like that. So he said he's saying he was done entertaining him and shit. So he uses sand. He kind of looks like he was using some type uh, of attack, and he's like, there's gonna be more in blood. So he and then he sends some sand right at Lee. Dodges it there, or Rock Lee dodges it there, and shit like that. And then guy was saying something about he was actually saying something to Lee, saying he's like, use this thing there and stuff like that. And he's like, well, he told Rock Lee was saying, he's like, well, I can't use that without going into dangerous missions and stuff. And then guy was actually saying to Lee, saying, use it. It's a you can actually use it there to to do this fight and stuff like that. So Lee took off some like ankle weights there. He took some freaking ankle weights off and throws them down on the fucking ground. He throws the fucking ankle weights down into the fucking ground and shit like that. When that was going on with that shit, he was actually saying something too with Rock Lee was going much faster there. He was actually going much faster there and shit like that for it, and he was actually attacking. Rock Lee was actually attacking Gara pretty fast there, and he's actually was breaking through the sand, the sand there, and then they're like, it was actually freaking out Konkoro and Tamari there. It was actually freaking them out and shit like that, and they were technically getting some fucking blows off of that shit, and our Rock Lee was technically getting some fucking blows off of that shit and crap like that. So he hits, he actually hits uh, uh, he actually hits Gara there, and he actually hits fucking Gara there with the thing, and they're like, it really shocked Tamari and Konkoro there. They're like, how the fuck Gara got fucking hit and shit like that. He never gets fucking hit. So when that was going on with that shit, uh, uh, Gara was actually Rock Lee hits Guard down, and then Rock Lee started getting like the sand around him and stuff like that. And they're like, uh, we actually hear Konkoro was saying something to it. He's like, mostly he was actually Naruto was like, why he has that sand going around him and stuff like that. And Konkoro said it was technically a shield. Mostly the shield. He said the shield can easily get penetrated versus like the sand protects him and stuff like that. But when the shield gets penetrated there, he's like he can take some damage and stuff like that. That's what he was saying. So when he was actually getting around his face and stuff like that with the shield and stuff, um, Gara or not Gara, Naruto or not Naruto. Rock Lee was noticing like what the Rock Lee was like doing something there. He's his thing there. He's like I had to catch him up in the air. He like unwraps his things or his arm bandages there, kicks Rock or he kicks Scar all the way up there, so the Sen didn't have enough time to get to Gar there. So yeah, then freaking Rock Lee uses hidden or his he used the hidden lotus there and slams fucking Gar right onto the fucking ground, and then and it kind of looks like he's like Rock Lee's like he's like this is over and shit, and then and then everybody thought he actually killed Gara there. He thought they already thought Rock Lee killed Gara there, but his like sand, and then the end of the episode you see the sand going underneath Gara's face and stuff like that, and then Rock Lee was like he's like what and shit like that, and that's where the episode ends. So yep, that's pretty much it. Comment, rate, my response on to it. This remember this. We like what remember this. Please grab hit the notification when to see more of my uploads. Comment, my response on to it. This remember this. We like hang out. Out of your peace.